Now for video 7 in the people pillar of your agency. You've gone through all the great work of creating a good culture for your business. Now you've got a recruitment strategy, you've got people coming in. What's the next step? Onboarding. It is so important to get onboarding right. How you manage the early stages of a relationship between your agency and a new employee is of paramount importance. Not having an onboarding plan for employees can easily make the newcomer feel like a burden. And I don't know how many times I've heard from agencies as well where they'll go, oh, we've got so-and-so starting next week. Oh no, that's going to take me so much time. And reports show that more than 25% of employees leave a position within the first 60 days. Plenty of jobs out there, guys, you know? So the whole thing is make it really, really good. Their first 90 days plan. Have one, stick to it, get them to stick to it, and you will then know if you're both a good fit for each other. Within those first 90 days, you can also see if things are not working out. You can make changes as you go along. It's a probation period, and it's a really good way to just make a call on, is this a good fit for both of you? When employees go through a structured onboarding process, they're 58% more likely to remain with the company after 3 years. Big number there. It's very important. So let's go over and actually have a look at an onboarding plan example. This again is another template that you're going to be able to download and make your own, no matter what type of agency you are, web development agency, Infusionsoft agency, Salesforce agency, it doesn't matter. This is a document very loosely based on what you could actually achieve yourself. So get in, change it around, and you'll find that it's really good. We've got it labeled here for work, social, and training. And of course, you want to plan this, you know, the Friday before. You want to make sure the simple things are done. By the way, we have a checklist here, which goes along the lines of, before the first day, is there a desk ready? You know, are you getting them a notebook, some merchandise, or some flowers or balloon? You've got to make sure to notify the people responsible for arranging things. Make sure everyone has cleared the morning on the first day. Make sure there's a few people in the office to actually welcome them. And assign one person to be a buddy to the new employee. And then during the first week, make sure there's one social gathering going on the first morning, like a welcome. Welcome could be coffee and donuts. It could be, you know, welcome to the team, just a quick breakfast. Make sure that they have an introduction to the company as soon as possible, like a big overview with the managing director, the owner of the company, and have a one-to-one with the employee every week. Now, I have a whole structure around how to do one-to-ones, which I can cover later on. But really, you want them to own the one-to-one. They have to talk about what went well during the week, what did not go well, and they have to book it in the calendar as well. They own that one-to-one. You shouldn't be chasing them for it. And after week 1, let the employee take control of their own training plan and set up a plan for when the certifications are going to be done. So that's the checklist. So then let's look at the calendar. So in the morning, you're going to have a welcome breakfast meeting, new person starting. And then it starts with, you'll probably have your own normal Monday status meeting. So maybe there's people who are coming in at 9 and after the morning Monday status. It could be welcome to the new person that's starting. And then they're going to have lunch. You might make sure that they're partnered up with someone. Do they bring their own lunch? Do you provide lunch? Do you go out for lunch? Make sure the first week is at least taken care of, or if you've got a buddy system going on, that they're looked after. Introduction to the company for the CEO. Now, this can take an awful lot of time. This is where the time suck happens. The CEO, owner of the company, can do an introduction in the morning. Great to have you here, delighted. But you can record a video about a whole overview. It could go for an hour long, and that video can go over and over again for the rest of the year. So think about the things that you do that are taking up time. And we have built onboarding schedules for our clients and onboarding training. So the CEO does one video. Recently, we hired 8 people in Avidly, and the CEO did not have to do 8 introductions to the company. Like, that's a big time saver. The rest of the afternoon could be spent walking through the systems that you use. Slack, project management, you can pull up the Center of Excellence tool and you can go through that. And then making sure that email, HubSpot access, all the software access and everything else they need is set up. Day 2, they can walk through the playbook and then go through, they've got lunch. They can do independent studies of the playbook. They can actually, talk to other people about it. Providing you have a playbook, that's a whole other area. Introduction to the work tasks and position and the project manager. So what will they be doing on a weekly basis? So they can talk about working, introduction to the task, and then working on the task, maybe shadowing somebody. Then a walkthrough of all the HubSpot marketing certifications that they need to do. On day 4, there's an all hands meeting in the agencies that I work with. Do you have one? Do you have a get together, a come all, if you like, talking about all the different regions if you have them? Make sure they're invited to all the meetings that are necessary and that they're working on tasks in the afternoon. So you can see there, the first week is pretty light. The second week, the one-to-one with the manager. How is it going? What's a stop? What are you finding difficult? And it rolls on from there. You can start introducing them to clients. They'll keep working. They can go through a walkthrough of the playbook with another employee, their version of it, and then you start to do the introductions. You can jiggle this around where this has to be in week 1. You can space this out. All of this is up to you. But anyway, it gives you a good start and it's a good way to get going. And that's how we help our agencies do onboarding plans. Now, with that in mind, we've come towards the end of the first pillar of people. And so I have here an action list. As you've been going along, there have been action lists with approximate times which have been drafted out. So you know how many hours this whole course is going to take you if you do every single bit of it from start to finish. But if we looked at a vital must-do action list, this would be the list that you would actually get done. A better understand the relationship between entrepreneurs and employees, like really understanding you've got different personalities and different people in your business. Acknowledge it and embrace it and make the most out of it. I highly recommend Contagious Culture by Anise Kavanagh, along with obviously Traction, which I talk about all the time, by Gino Wickman. Conduct in-person communication training to help your team be more comfortable in uncomfortable situations. I think if you haven't got time to go through the whole culture, communication guidelines, just at least do some one-to-one communication training with the team to help them get on better. That would be a quick fix. That and some team building would get you motivated really quickly. Complete the agency positioning, branding, SWOT analysis, mission statement and core values exercise. Wow, that's a mouthful. In the deck and the agency, which you've actually got there in the section. Agree on your core values and complete the EOS People Analyzer exercise for your whole team. I mean, that's a really quick one. You could put up core values. You could do a core values workshop. You don't have to go through the whole process of the culture code or the agency positioning exercise. You could go, hey guys, I'd love to get our core values. These are mine. What are yours? And then pull together the People Analyzer exercise, which is actually on the EOS website. Cultivate a strong agency culture and hold regular team building events. Maybe once a quarter it's out of the office, or every month it's pizza and drinks in the office, or, mocktails, whatever is going to suit you. Download the onboarding calendar and make your own version for each new member of the team according to their role. Sales, inbound marketing strategists, web development, trainees, interns if you have them coming in. Pro tip then is to actually go and record a lot of videos that you go, look, I'm not going to do that intro. I'm going to record it. I'll get the head of sales to do the same thing, and save yourself a whole lot of time. It's not that they won't meet them. They'll meet them in the first day. Hi, welcome. This is great to have you, head of sales. Oh, great. I've done an hour-long video for you. Enjoy. Ask me any questions afterwards. Implement Office Vibe as a way of keeping pulse check on how your team is feeling. I recommend this for agencies over 6, maybe 8 people kind of size. Too small and you kind of know all the answers. Create a digital agency center of excellence. develop a solid agency recruitment strategy, even if it's just you sitting down and going, okay, what's the process, you know, and set up a we are hiring page, asking for resumes, asking for videos. I mean, that's a quick fix. That's a quick, let's get going on it. And then get the whole team to complete Myers-Briggs or a 16 personalities test and discuss it as a team. So if you were to look at fixing, you know, the section of agency people and really getting a handle and getting a grip on that part of your business, this would be my, you know, immediate like checklist, action list to get going. So here we are, pillar 1, agency people completed. Congratulations, well done, and best of luck with it all. Drop us a line if you have any questions, and we will see you in the other series, I hope.